Don't. Please don't ever do that to me again.
Welcome to Schnozcast. Cory, how are you?
I'm honestly, I'm very weirded out right now. Insanely weirded out.
Oh, man. That was a judgment call. Probably horrible.
And a bad one at that.
It made me feel so good.
So all that. Now I'm even more weirded out.
Yep.
So, Todd, before I get any more weirded out by Bob, how are you, sir?
Cory, I am freaking amazing. Bob Beeb, my man, how you doing?
I think I'm unnecessarily pleased.
Stop! No,
I started this episode.
Dude, we're going to shut the episode down right now. We can be.
This could be the greatest episode we ever did, Cory.
We'll see.
Could be.
Potentially. You never know.
Bob was trying to entice me from across the room.
If you're new to the show, thank you for joining what may be the greatest episode we ever do. If you want to go back and listen to either previous lesser episodes, you can go back anywhere you get a podcast, or you can go to YouTube. Please give us a like and subscribe. If you want to message us, send us a DM on Instagram at Schnozcast.
Or Grindr.
Yeah. Or Grindr. Yeah.
Well, we must have done something good on the last episode. Dilly's back.
Hey,
Yeah.
Opa.
Yeah. The fact that he's still here after that opening could be the greatest episode ever. Could be.
Ever.
I don't even know if I can look you in the eye the rest of this episode.
That's fine. I got no problem with that. You just look somewhere off over my shoulder, over my left shoulder.
Ooh.
In a sexy way. Like, give me
I think people want to know.
Coquettish ingenue.
No, because you gave me too many sexy eyes before the show.
Yeah.
Or as we were starting, that made me feel very uncomfortable.
What changed in the relationship today?
Well, I don't know.
I say you're gonna have to ask Bob, Todd, because I do not know. I just looked across the table and I got these looks that I'm like,
something's different though. There's a spark. There's some sort of a spark, and I can't put it into words. But
don't deny it.
It's real. It can't be denied.
It shouldn't be.
Yeah.
Embrace it.
With that, why don't we jump straight into gentleman's agreement?
Gentlemen's agreement. Gentlemen's agreement. Gentlemen's agreement.
so weird.
Agreement.
Just embrace it, Cory.
Agreement. Gentlemen's agreement. Gentlemen's agreement.
Check it out, baby.
Yeah. Okay. So gentleman's agreement. We don't do this segment too often, but when we do, it is a segment in which we assign movies or TV shows to each other that we are recommending that the other person watch, and they assign one to us as well. And we come back here and we look. One of us might get an F minus. One of us might get an A plus 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 plus.
I think for the record, there's only been one F minus ever handed out.
Yeah.
And
By Todd to me.
That was from Todd to you.
Yeah. I'll own it. I took a big swing and I fucking
struck out big time.
Yep, bases loaded. Tie ball game. Last pitch of the ninth.
Last pitch of the World Series.
Done swinging.
Could have won it.
I fucking Bill Bucknered that thing so hard. But hopefully we'll see what happens. So I did.
I'm a tough grader.
You are a tough grader, but that's okay. We all knew that. So Cory's sitting this one out. You had to watch, Cory. What did you have to watch that's still on your plate now?
Let me tell
I
you.
should know. It is Weapons.
Yes.
By Todd.
Oh,
I am really interested to hear what you think of this movie, so I can't wait until we do it again. But in the meantime, Todd messaged me last night, as you do when you've got a podcast coming up on Saturday and you're like, holy fuck, it's Friday night and I haven't watched the fucking movie yet.
Mm-hmm.
And I had assigned him Punch Drunk Love, which, if you've not seen it before, it is one of the few serious Adam Sandler roles. And Todd already told me when I assigned it to him, he's like, you think you're kind of taking a chance there? Because I'm not really down with the Sandman being all serious and shit. And I'm like, no, fuck it. It's a great movie. It's going to open your eyes. So he called me just to go like, hey, I'm going to watch this movie, but I'm just letting you know that it is not available anywhere except for this one service that it's going to cost me $15.
Oh shit!
He's like, are you seriously wanting me to watch this movie? And I'm like, nope. Let me send you a list of alternates.
So you knew right away.
No.
You're like,
was I sure? Yes. Was I $15 sure? No. So I'm like, okay, let's.
Didn't want to have to send that $15
Nope.
to Todd.
I sent him a list of like 5 or 6 movies. He didn't even respond to me, and I didn't need him to. I'm like, he's going to pick one of these. They're all picks from me, so it's fine. Whichever one he picks is fine.
Yep.
So Todd, you picked which one?
One battle after another.
Okay, off to a great start.
Yes.
Give us a quick spoiler for your review, and then tell me what the fuck.
Spoiler-free review. Amazing movie. Really good movie. I'm giving it a solid A-. Solid A-. In fact,
Bob, I think you've redeemed yourself.
Yeah,
totally redeemed myself.
Exactly. You're a C student, likely. Anyway.
There's an average I got to conform to? I thought we were going with the most recent.
Whatever makes you feel the best about what you assign.
A- it is then.
There you go.
All right.
So there you have it.
What's it
about? Spoiler
about?
free. It's about racism. It's about
always a feel good topic.
Determinism. It's a story about wanting to be in the club.
Are there any subtitles Cory wants to know?
It's a story about rebellion. It's a slight dramatization of the world that we're living today. Imagine that people got mad and actually did some militant shit to protest what's going on in the world. Again, it's a movie. No ish either way, but very, very well done. The cast is amazing. I know that the lead woman, I think, won the Oscar. They haven't done the Oscars yet, but they were a bunch of them that got nominated. Yep. And I was whatever, but she won some award, and so anyway, Choice probably or the Academy. They haven't done the Oscars yet. It'll be probably the weekend after the Super Bowl, I think. Okay. Well, I thought they said she won it, but anyway, because it had Leonardo, it has Sean Penn, but the woman who whatever is going to or nominated to win the award, she was good, but she wasn't in it very much to be nominated. That was kind of the weird thing to me. She's good. The cast was awesome. Your disbelief gets suspended. It's pretty cool. Very good movie. Great job. Yeah, sometimes there's a if you are a fan of movies at all and you follow the Oscars, there's a category of trivia with which nominee had the least amount of screen time and still got nominated for an award over like other great actors who were in the movie for like 90% of it. And there's a short list of people who, won the award after only being in the movie for like 10% of it. It's kind of a crazy stat.
That's interesting.
But I'm really glad you liked it. I thought that it was like top of my list that I sent to you. But it was the most recent one too. So awesome. I'll take. And I plan on watching them all actually too. That's the other thing. Well, I mean, do what you need to do. I can replenish that list with more shit. But I had to watch Assigned by.
Hey, and real quick before you go into that, Dilly said when we were opening the show, all you need is a song "In Your Eyes" by Peter Gabriel playing.
Dilly, if we could get away with playing any song by any artist that is already on Apple Music, we would, but we can't, so we didn't.
And guess what? If that was playing when you gave me that look, I would have packed everything up.
Yeah.
Shut my computer down. Yep. Put it in my backpack. Told Danielle, come downstairs right now. And we're leaving.
And put your hand over my butt.
We're leaving. We could do.
I'd be like, Danielle, you need to stand directly behind me.
You know what we could do? We could clip that out, make it a separate video, and share it directly with the fan who liked it. And overlay that song. Does it go on YouTube? Does it go anywhere but just a simple text like, here you go?
We can put it on TikTok and Instagram. Because I'm sure that song's available on TikTok and Instagram.
There you go.
Fuck yeah. Let's do that. like I said, could be greatest episode ever.
There ever. I'm loving
at my expense.
Well,
is that McDonald's?
Expense is that's a loose term.
Todd, I'm still sitting over here like looking around the table just so I don't have to make eye contact with Bob because,
like I said, over my left shoulder.
I felt so violated.
This wonderful French nighttime scene.
I'm just over here staring at Indy.
Yeah,
sleeping on the ground, not harming anyone or trying to make anyone feel uncomfortable.
I just want to know what changed.
I do too, Todd. I do too.
You know what changed, Todd? I had to watch The Accountant 2, assigned to me by Cory, who assigned me the first Accountant. Am I right about that?
That's correct.
Yep. So I will give. This is going to be pretty short. Obviously, if you haven't seen The Accountant, Ben Affleck plays the accountant, who is an autistic accountant.
Mm-hmm.
And he's very,
very high functioning,
but it's
got the Asperger's like Elon.
Yes.
Let's not bring. We didn't need to bring Elon into this.
Except he likes to kill people.
Yes, he's very good at killing people. It's probably
Ben Affleck, not Elon. Okay, I'm sorry. I led you guys into that
6 and 1 half the other. But yeah, he has a brother who is estranged, played by John Bernthal, who was in the first Accountant movie. And I was assigned this movie. I liked it, gave it a great grade, and I was actually looking forward to watching The Accountant too. I was happy that Cory assigned it to me. I will give whatever grade I gave The Accountant, which I can't remember what it was. Let's assume it was an A. That I would give The Accountant 2 an A+.
All right.
Because they really upped the autism game on Affleck's character. They kind of doubled up. They're like, he was autistic in the first one, but let's see how much we can make him just a little bit more autistic in this one. And on top of that, he and John Bernthal need to do a lot more movies together because John Bernthal, that was what was missing from the first one was more autism, more John Bernthal. More of both of those things means Accountant 2 gets an A+, and it was fantastic. And I'll call out before the credits, they have an opening scene that kind of sets up the bad guys, right? The whole mission, as it were, for the movie. And then after that, they go to a scene where but Affleck's not in that first scene at all before the credits. They pull Affleck in where Affleck is now he's getting dressed and he's going to a dating seminar. And he goes to the dating seminar and it's kind of intercut. It kind of jumps in time a bit while he's in the seminar because they pulled him out of it going like, what the fuck did you do? And why did you hijack every single one of the female prospective dates to go to your table, every one, and then you disappointed every single one of them. and then they kind of flash back to what he did, where he messed with the algorithm. He learned the algorithm and he trained himself like, okay, I'm using facts and data to come up with a profile for my my dating profile to go to the seminar that's going to attract all the ladies using keywords and different phrases, and then which is great, except when they actually then have to sit down one by one with him, and he can't help being Ben Affleck, and hence the rise in autism, which really put this movie up to the A+ level, and really tanked every single dating opportunity he had, to the point where he walked out empty-handed with not a single number, and every woman was like, "Go fuck yourself." It was fantastic. I almost didn't even need to watch the rest of the movie.
You would have been fine.
I would have been fine with that. Yeah, but it was great. So A+ to Cory for the Accountant 2.
No, dude, I'm glad you liked it. I figured after you liked the first one. Yeah, I mean, obviously the second's the way to go.
He's gonna love the double autism and double John Bernthal in the sequel.
Of course.
Yep.
I love it. I love it.
All right, Todd, let's do new assignments for next time.
Okay.
I'm gonna assign you. Have you seen the new Frankenstein movie? The
I have not.
End of 2025. It's with Jacob Elordi plays the monster, and Oscar Isaac plays Dr. Frankenstein.
I have not.
Guillermo del Toro is the director.
I am familiar.
That's what you got.
Sounds good. And so I have to give you something now?
Yeah, and I want to make sure that I'm clear that this is the 2025 version of Frankenstein.
Yeah, yep, I know what you're talking about.
There's a lot of Frankensteins out there. It's been done many times. So I don't want you watching another fucking Frankenstein and trying to go like, yeah, you know,
the 1943.
I didn't really buy Gene Wilder as the doctor.
Exactly, Gene Wilder.
Like, no, fuck you. That's the wrong one. 2025 Frankenstein. Guillermo del Toro director. It should be very clear.
There's probably only like 3 of those.
Jesus Christ. Just, if you have a question, I'll even send you the link to where you can watch it.
Gotcha.
Okay, I think it's a Netflix thing.
Yeah?
I think it's on Netflix.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah.
The Spanish version or the American?
Jesus H. Tap dancing Christ. Let me send you the link and then we'll take it offline.
Todd, just watch the Spanish version and then you can be like, oh, I didn't understand the fucking thing that was said. I didn't turn the subtitles on.
Exactly.
All right. And unfortunately, Todd, my records are showing here that your last 4 assignments were all for me. In fact, 5 of your last 6. No, 6 of your last 7 were all from me. So I'm really sorry.
And so you're doing really good then.
No, not
you only
really.
got
one of those was the lowest grade you've ever assigned.
Yeah, that F- really threw the curve off.
Yeah.
No, but I feel like all the other ones were really good. Because even though I'm a hard grader, Bob typically does really well. He knows that.
Yeah, I might not have done too bad. Okay. What do you got for me?
Have you seen I can't remember, it's an older movie, Compliance?
I'd have to look it up.
Yeah.
Who's?
I think it's got.
Is it a movie or a show?
It's a movie. It's from 2012. It's
Dowd and Dreama Walker. Normal Friday service at a fast food restaurant becomes interrupted by a police officer who claims the employee stole.
That's it. Yep.
All right, I got it.
That's it.
Perfect.
So that's it. Let me ask you this, Todd.
Yes, sir.
How did you come across this movie? It sounds like it's not a well-known movie. I've never heard of it. I'm not saying that I'm the bar to set of movies, being talked about.
You could say that.
Clearly, it feels like you're saying that, but okay.
Yeah. Sure. Okay. If that's how you want to take it, that's fine.
I'm going to take it that way. That's okay.
But so did you just see this on like Netflix or something, and you just decided to watch it?
No.
How'd you come across it?
My sister and I, we have our own gentleman's agreement, and she said that I had to see it, and she said I had to watch it to the end. Okay. And so, because actually, the interesting thing is, I was watching it, and I'm like, no. And then my sister told me, I told you one thing, you got to watch to the end. Good movie.
Okay, so I already know the beginning kind of sucks. The first half is a bunch of shit, and I gotta wait. Then there's gonna be some sort of a payoff at the end, according to Todd.
I think and that's why I signed it. I think it's a good movie.
Here's my question. Yes. First of all, why are we just learning about this now that you have a separate gentleman's agreement with anybody? Secondly, what did you assign to her to watch when she gave you this piece of shit movie?
I did nothing at the time. We don't necessarily trade in real time, but when I do stumble upon something, or we try and keep each other abreast of what's going on. So I've shared some things that you guys have assigned to me out of here. We've been at it for about almost as long as this show's been going on.
Yeah, but
so I don't know why.
It sounds like it's not a one.
It's not one for one. It's not one for one.
No, okay. You just inform each other of something that you've seen that.
So she could have assigned you Compliance, and you'd have been like, yeah. She could have given you the Cory Record Store response, and yeah, we could talk about that.
Yeah, well, no, and so I did. So she's assigned, and by the way, she's assigned me F-minuses before.
Oh,
oh yeah, 100%.
What's the worst 100%. F- that you ever gave her?
I've given her a couple of them. There's, in fact, recently, because she sends me TikToks and Instagrams as well, and I'm like, it's not very funny. Have you seen the one where like, what's a name that starts with a J and rhymes with a state or a spice?
Nope.
And so people are like Gentleman or
What the hell is Gentleman?
It's nothing. But that's people find it funny on TikTok and Instagram these days. And so my
the bar
said to me,
it's so low on TikTok. It's got to be.
No. People think the shit's fucking hilarious.
This isn't highbrow humor that you're describing.
Yeah, so, I feel. Oh.
But what movie did she assign you that you gave the infamous F- to?
Oh, I'll have to. Off the top of my head, I can't remember, but I'll think about it, and when it pops into my head, I will.
Yeah,
but yeah.
Ask her.
She's had a couple stinkers.
She probably hasn't forgotten. Ask her when you next talk to her. What was the lowest grade I ever gave you? What was it for? Because Bob wants to know.
And
I will do that.
I also want to know what she gave you. That was no.
That's my question.
Okay,
but I've never been wrong.
What have you given? What have you
I've
given
never
her?
Given her a stinker. No, I've never given her a stinker.
He's saying he's never gotten an F-.
I picked up on that.
Yeah. I'm now really trying to think hard of have we ever given Todd an F- on anything? Because
you have.
Have I?
You just got an F-?
No. Given him an F- for something that
he's given
assigned to me.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Because I keep track of I can tell you exactly what movies I've assigned to each of you. That I've assigned to you, but I don't keep track of who assigns what to me, which is why every time I do this segment, I tend to be like, I think it came from Cory, maybe it came from Todd. I don't know. Then I keep track of that shit. So I couldn't tell you what he assigned me that I gave a low grade to unless I go back and do some deep fucking digging.
Yeah, see, I've never kept track. I keep track of who assigns me what and what I assign to who.
Yeah.
But I've never kept track of grades.
I remember when Bader gave him an F- for
Jingle Jangle.
He did not give me an F-.
Oh,
that's how I because he amended it. His statement was it wasn't for an adult but for a kid. I got two different grades that balanced out to a C.
To be fair,
hit the button.
Hold on. Oh, there it is.
To be fair.
To be fair, he didn't actually assign a grade. It was just what he said. What he said about the movie,
like a shitty look.
That he did not enjoy it whatsoever. I feel like
that's untrue.
What?
He just thought it wasn't age appropriate. We can get him back. We can go to the record.
We know what episode it was from. I can tell you the date.
I can actually get AI to and analyze it. Let's do that. I'll have AI analyze it.
Yeah, because we have so much time to go back through old episodes, and we can't even get our own current episodes out on time. We don't have time to go back and anyway. All right, let's. That's a good. It's a good like pie in the sky hope for us to do, but I'm not sure we have the time to do it.
One of these days when we become big and your mom's house
we have a staff
takes us on,
right?
Then we'll have a team to be able to process all that stuff.
After we turn down the giant paycheck.
Yep.
All right, we are a drinking podcast, and we need to
creative
start
control.
Doing some of that.
Todd, pour yourself up a shot, buddy.
Todd, what are you drinking tonight?
Oh, Bob. Tonight, I got to tell you something. Tonight, I freaking struck gold. I got back to my roots. Fremont Brewing has Sky Kraken Hazy Pale Ale. It is, Fremont Brewing out here in Seattle. Amazing, amazing brewery. You should be able to get it at your Total Weimer.
Total Weimer?
Like Total Weimer? Total Weimer?
I think, yeah.
Let's get to the shot that you're drinking, because I feel like that's what you've been having more of. What booze are you drinking tonight, Todd?
Oh, I'm drinking Crown Apple again, baby.
Almost thought it was straight moonshine.
I really hope you and Mary don't have anything planned for after the show, because...
Wet February is going really, really, really good.
Yeah. All right. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers, boys.
Happy. Oh, shit. Happy February to you. That's a horrible.
Yes, it was.
Jackson. Yes. Happy February to you.
All right. I'm ready.
There we go. Cheers.
Sláinte. That's good stuff.
TD, what are your plans for the Super Bowl, buddy?
Dude, my plans are amazing. I am going to fire up my big green egg, smoke me some chicken wings, some ribs, make some beanie weenie, probably have some guacamole, and maybe some other.
Hold on, sorry. Have some what?
Guacamole.
Was that an attempt at a Mexican accent?
Guacamole.
Oh boy, this is gonna get the ratings through the roof.
Greatest episode ever,
Yes.
Cory. I've said it before and I'll say it again.
Yeah,
This might have to go on the.
I don't know how to say. That's the best. That's the best I know how to say it.
I mean, if that's not the episode title, I don't know what we're doing.
Can we get the vinyl printed as if it looks like a bowl of guacamole?
100%.
Or I'm sorry, as Todd would say, guacamole.
Guacamole.
So I'm so glad you asked, Todd. Yeah. What we'll be doing for the Super Bowl is coming over to Bob's house and watching it here. The four of us, me, Lori, Bob, and Danielle.
Yep. Hey, chili's already made.
I'm really looking forward to because so normally Danielle and I we stop at Detroit Wing Company and pick up wings, and this year they have a Parmesan truffle sauce that we are very interested in trying. So that's going to be one of the sauces that are put on some of the wings this year. So look, I'm sorry. You should.
Sounds tasty.
Parmesan truffle.
Yeah. How do they say that down in Mexico? Down in old Mexico.
Parmesan truffle.
I'm sorry, I can't pronounce the word like you guys.
No, you did just fine all by yourself.
You nailed it, buddy. You nailed it.
100% success rate. Let's. I want to move on here because this show does have an end time.
Sometimes it doesn't seem like it.
Yeah. Well, this is a BuzzFeed article that Todd shared with us called "People Are Sharing the Things That They Thought Everyone Did Until They Realized That They Absolutely Didn't." So,
which just to kick this off,
yeah,
I know we've talked about it plenty of times on the show before, but I think the poop knife story would fall directly into this category.
Yeah,
the guy that thought that his family, like every family, had a poop knife.
I think that you've experienced that directly.
Well, we don't.
No.
Again, for the record, we don't use the poop knife. I just found it hilarious, and I'm
like,
I need my own poop knife.
That's not what I've been telling everybody. I've been telling everyone from the beginning.
I've been telling everybody you did too.
I've got somebody who uses a poop knife.
Awesome.
I did too.
I told girl dinner that you had a poop knife that you used.
Yeah. I told my mom.
Todd, you told your mom?
You told your mom? Wow.
I did.
I should probably call my mom. Tomorrow's Sunday. I usually call her on Sunday. I should probably tell her.
Awesome.
I told Mary.
Yeah.
Holy shit. I told everybody who meant anything to me that you did and you used it. And now it's all bullshit?
Yeah.
Come on, man.
In your defense, I think that you cleared that up like way after the story actually was told.
What? Okay.
It was like a 11th hour clear up of the, just to be clear, we had not used this before, but we'd already told so many people.
I mean, to be clear, I don't know. Danielle might have used it.
I mean,
I know I have not used it.
Yeah, I'm happy to add that as an addendum to the news for the people that I've told when I talk to them again. Like, hey, remember that story I told you about that crazy guy I know who uses a poop knife? Turns out it was just his wife that used it. He didn't actually use it. If that makes any difference. Anyway, can you pass the?
That makes me feel a little bit better. I can live with that.
I'm still. How am I still crazy?
I won't use Danielle's name.
You just did. That's our. That's
I won't use Danielle's name. Oh,
perfect.
It's a wet February, boys.
And yet I'm the crazy one out of that story for her using the poop knife. How does that make me crazy?
It doesn't. It just means you love a crazy woman. I like my women crazy.
Don't we all?
Yeah,
exactly.
Thank you, Todd. Thank you.
All right. Speaking of crazy, First one here, and I think I probably should go back to this. This is people that are sharing the ideas that they thought, sharing the things that they thought everyone did until they realized that they didn't. Mm-hmm. This first person, I thought touching the inside of the belly button was painful for everyone. Apparently, for half the people, it feels fine. To me, it's incredibly unpleasant and makes my bladder sting.
That is
go ahead.
Me.
It's unpleasant?
Dude, that's the only spot on my body where I'm not tough.
The only spot?
You can punch me anywhere in my body and I can take it. That's my kryptonite.
Hold on, but the example here was just touching. You're saying if someone punched you directly.
I'm saying if you just stuck your finger in my belly button, that would freaking cripple me. I might sharp myself.
The anus, no problem, but the belly button,
I can tighten it up. Can't get in there. Belly button.
You can stick a finger so far up my ass.
The anus has an opening. There's no opening to your belly button.
I can squeeze that tight. I can squeeze that tight, but if you touch my belly button, I can't hold it shut.
Todd, that's my greatest episode ever.
My belly button is my greatest weakness. It is that painful to me. That as soon as I read that one, I'm like, I hit send on. I didn't read any of the other ones.
Oh, you didn't? Well, this is going to be
because I'm like,
then.
It's freaking.
So Todd, you are coming up to tell us, correct?
I am.
Oh boy,
we're gonna test this theory.
Dude, I'm telling you, don't.
Are you the same way? Like I mean, if you're aggressively rooting around in there, that would probably hurt. But just touching it,
yeah, no.
I think I'm good.
Yeah, I think I'm good.
Yeah.
All right then, moving on.
Don't miss.
So the second one, which Todd has not read, ruminating. I had no idea that a human could just be chilling with zero thoughts running through their mind. I envy those people.
Oh yeah, I do that.
I don't think I've ever done that in my entire lifetime.
What?
This is something that Lori does this all the time. She'll just sit in the chair, no TV, no music, just looking out the window, just thinking about stuff.
No, or not thinking about anything.
Right, but that doesn't apply, because if she's sitting there looking out the window thinking about stuff, that wouldn't apply to that.
No, but that's the ruminating part.
No, because she would have to not be thinking about anything.
I got to look at the dictionary definition.
Well, I think you could ruminate on a thing, anyway, either way, ruminate is again let's not split that hair. But you've never done that, Bob?
No, I don't think I think if I did, I was so young that I don't even remember it. I need some sort of stimuli.
You should do it every day, multiple times a day.
It's not I'm not in the habit of doing it. I need some stimuli. I'm either looking at, reading, watching something, listening to something. Something's coming in one of the holes, the ear.
Continue.
The nose.
The
eyes.
The eyes.
Yeah. Corey's waiting.
We'll stop right there.
No, Corey's waiting for a specific.
We'll stop right there.
The old butthole.
I should have said one of the
exactly. There we go. And there we have.
Yeah, but not the belly button.
Exactly.
That would be weird.
That would be weird.
Butthole's fine though.
Number 3. Clean the hotel room when you arrive. My parents both work in the industry and don't trust how things are cleaned, and I understand why. I thought it was a common thing until my friends looked at me oddly when I pulled my sheets out of my suitcase. Oh, boy.
My sister does that.
We've all stayed in hotel rooms.
I do.
Yep.
All the time.
I feel like it's a well-known thing that everybody understands that hotel rooms are not clean.
They're dirty.
Yeah.
They're dirty.
And I just live with it.
Exactly.
I do know multiple people who try to sanitize the doorknob and put their own sheets in the bed and take every precaution you could possibly take.
Dude,
my sister does.
We're already traveling. I want to be very minimalist when I travel. So the idea of packing sheets for us to use it. So so when we went down to Siesta Key this year, or this past year, I should say, the Airbnb that we stayed at was very nice. It was not saying the cleanest thing ever.
Pristine, yeah.
But no, it was very clean from what we could see. And it's not like people are coming in there every single day and staying there. But the hotel we stayed at in Georgia, it was a little sketchy.
Okay.
But we were only there for a couple hours just to sleep. Mm-hmm. So at that point, like, yeah, we were already so balls tired when we got there. I'm not breaking out a package of sheets and all this and that to change the sheets and covers just for us to sleep for 6 hours just to wake up, take all those sheets back off.
I am fine with sleeping for 6 hours in filth and getting up and moving on with my day.
Dude, people have done more. I mean, if you're out in the woods camping.
I have a quick question for you.
Yeah.
Let's say, just for giggles, one time, you went to a hotel because you've been driving all night, and you went to the Red Roof Inn, and you're like, oh, I just need 6 hours of sleep so I can hit the road, gotta get home, be on time, right? And you freaking jump into bed, your face hits the pillow, and stuck to your pillow in the cheek is the semen of another dude. And you know it's semen because we all know what semen feels like. And so it's like,
do we do?
You're like, oh my gosh. What?
Do we? We all know what semen
You've
feels
had
like?
semen on your face
before, sure, Tom? That we've all felt semen in our hands. But anyway.
Okay, well that's different. But you specifically said laid your head down on the pillow, and then you referenced semen, and we all know what it feels like.
That's the hold on. That's the hypothetical, and my assumption is that you knew what semen felt like. So just to clear it up, hypothetical. But anyway, Cory, after having something like that happen to you, do you think you might be more or less likely to carry sheets with you?
No, I'm still not doing it.
Really?
Don't get me wrong. I'm going to the front. I'm going to the front desk and making a scene.
Yeah.
But I'm still not bringing sheets. Like,
oh my goodness!
That's so much.
I just felt what
felt like
Todd told me. Probably was semen on my face.
Dude, yeah. I want to be very minimalist when I travel. I'm not packing extra bags of shit with sheets and all that in it. And then taking the time to do that and put all those new ones on.
Even if the last time you went, your face hit the pillow and you had another man's jizz on your face, you'd be like, it only happened this one time. I'll trust from now on.
What do you do with the sheets?
Hang on, real quick. Let's just be honest. Yeah, that's disgusting to put your face against, but I mean, it's not harming me. It's gross, but I'm not I'm not dying because of it.
That's a strange line for you to draw.
I know it is. I'm sure it's a very unpopular opinion.
Well, maybe it's popular.
I don't know.
We're gonna find out, I guess.
Yeah, I
DM us at Schnozcast on Instagram if you agree with the fact that semen is on your face is just that's fine.
I've had worse bodily fluids.
It's another hotel
before.
hazard that you're okay with.
Yeah, boys, I think this might be the greatest 1-2 punch of 2 episodes in a row that we've ever done.
It's not like it went even if it went in my mouth.
Well,
okay.
I mean, so you
go rinse your mouth out.
Oh my goodness!
You go rinse your mouth out.
Even if it went in my mouth. Now there's a health concern.
How's there a health concern? Dude,
oh my
how
goodness.
is there a health concern?
Someone swallowed that semen before.
That's the definition of a health concern.
It's semen.
My thing is,
someone somewhere out there had that on their face prior or inside them.
Is there anybody in the room
swallowed before?
listening to this right now?
I know.
I think Dilly Dilly's still here, or he would have dropped off.
Yeah, that might have been enough to. We finally found what drove Dilly Dilly away.
Exactly, and we have a nice track for the album.
Yeah, so if you're driving from Michigan down to Florida, for an example, and you're stopping at and I like how Todd referenced a Red Roof Inn, which by the way was the setting of his famous chicken and porn story.
Yes,
if you remember, you can go back and you can find this if you want us to let you know which episode it was, and I will send you the link. Just DM us on Instagram at Schnozcast. So you're staying there for the night, right? Just 6 hours. You're just trying to get some shut eye, because you're not going to drive straight through. So you bring a set of sheets. So so you replace the pillowcase, you replace the bottom sheet,
too much work.
The fitted sheet. But let's just say you did.
Okay.
Because Todd would like you to do that. But you've refused.
Continue.
But Todd said, just do me this fucking favor. We're sharing the bed. Danielle's not here. I refuse to sleep in the sheets as it is. I'm either sleeping on the floor or we're changing the sheets, which I bought. I brought with me a set of sheets. And you're like, okay, fine. Just put the new set of sheets on there. You still have the mattress that is still there. It's the same mattress, the same pillows.
There's going to be semen in that.
The same pillows.
Yeah.
Right? So how far do you go with this? And by the way, after that, once you get up in the morning, then what do you do with those sheets? Do you keep them?
I think you.
They gotta go right in the garbage.
I think you're proving my point.
No, I am. I'm okay with it. I've definitely stayed there and be like, I don't give a fuck. I'm fine.
Yeah.
I choose not to think about it. That's okay.
But
Correct.
Bob,
Yeah.
But Bob, let's say you had the mother of all bad incidents, as I hypothesized.
Yes.
Would you then change your stance, or would you still be like,
gosh,
I'll
if
take
it was
my chance?
pointed out to me like that stain right there, once I pulled up my black light, I've proven now to you that's
Don't take a black light to a hotel.
That's spunk on your pillow. Yeah, you might be right, Todd. I might rethink all this. I might rethink my life. And just my bag will be. I'll just put in my bag my toiletries, one single pair of underwear, which I will wash every night in the sink, one pair of pants, a shirt, and a clean pair of socks, and everything else will be just sheets and disinfectant.
And Bob,
yeah.
So, true, you know it to be a true story. My fried chicken and porn story.
Absolutely. It's one of my favorite stories.
So
I've told that story a number of times. And in that story, Cory always uses a poop knife.
And,
so,
but here's the thing. In that story, the thing that we know to be true is whoever stole my chicken was likely masturbating in my bed. And he might have shot a long, leathery load all over my pillow that I might have put my face on.
I'm just going to, as a child of the 80s and someone whose parents did actually have Skinamax, I've never heard the phrase leathery load until now, the ripe old age of 56. So I got that going for me, which is nice. Yeah, Cory's trying to shout from the bathroom as if we could hear him with his... What you really need to do, since you actually have a fucking wireless microphone, you could literally take it in your hand and put it right there.
You could do that.
And give me some commentary from the bathroom. Nobody cares if we're going to hear a little water or fluids going in the toilet. It's fine. There's been far worse than this episode that we've talked about.
Or your little rabbit pellets that you do.
Well, that's fine. Because now he's got a fucking shit-eating grin, and he can't wait to tell us what he's going to tell us from the bathroom.
I guess you're correct. I should have done that and just taken it with me.
Yeah.
But I don't want you guys hearing. I guess for this episode, it'd be fitting.
You know what? AI can probably take it out.
Hearing me pee in the toilet.
AI can cover that up.
Yeah, dude. I don't know. To me, that's just too much to like you were saying.
It's a bridge too far.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, I'll sleep in the dirtiest of rooms and just.
I love it.
I
love it.
All right, let's try to end on. I got two more that I want to hit. Hopefully, not hopefully. We could talk about it for as long as we want, but kind of on a less profane, maybe a note that has less to do with bodily fluids.
Less with semen.
Yeah, less semen in these stories. And again, just to recap, these are people sharing the things that they thought everybody did until they realized that they didn't. This one is hearing a kind of narrator voice when reading. This person says, my sister reads fast, and I asked her, doesn't it bug you to hear the voice reading so fast? And she's like, what voice? Now, I don't, when you're reading, I don't know when the last time was that you read anything, whether it was a book.
I do every morning.
Okay.
Eighth grade.
What?
I'm kidding. Continue on. Sorry.
Because Sister Mary Margaret made me.
Yeah, we did have a Sister Mary.
Everybody did. Who didn't have a Sister Mary? Jesus, is there another kind of sister? Do you when you read? I thought this was a very interesting question because I had some very serious things. Like in my, I I am what I consider to be a slow reader because although I read a lot. I love to read. I always have. I'm reading it in my head as though there's a play going on, and I am the narrator of this play, and I'm narrating to nobody. Maybe I'm
to yourself,
to myself. No one's hearing it, but in my head, I'm like, I'm not just skimming through the words. And there are, Todd, we grew up in the days of speed reading, and the sorts of tricks where you're like, you can read a book in you could read a 500-page book in less than a half an hour.
Yep.
And I'm like, I was never interested in that. Like, I want to experience the language of the book and all that kind of. So I'm interested in both you guys, your thoughts on this. On like, is this a thing that you're familiar with at all, or is that not how you read?
I guess for me, it depends. I have Ken Daniels' book that he's talked about his experience with the Red Wings and how he got to where he is as a commentator with the Red Wings, and who he's met throughout the years and the interactions that he's had. But I know Ken Daniels' voice just from listening to in watching the Red Wings.
Right.
So reading something like that,
you read you're hearing his voice in your head.
I'm definitely kind of hearing his voice.
Okay.
But one of my other favorite books that I've read time and time again is Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six.
Right. And you don't know Tom Clancy's voice.
I don't know his voice. The characters in the book, I don't know who they are. Or they're obviously fictional characters.
Yeah.
So to me, there's no voice to that. So when I read that, that's just reading.
Meaning you don't hear a voice in your head at all.
No.
You're not reading it to yourself in your own head. You're just kind of
reading through,
recognizing the words, seeing the point, understanding. Okay.
Yeah, but like I said, for Ken Daniels, it's different to me because I know his voice and and he references Mickey Redmond a lot in his book,
whose voice you also know,
which is a very, very well known voice all throughout Detroit and the hockey world.
Yeah.
So it's hard to not think about Mickey Redmond's voice when he's talking about Mickey Redmond.
Yeah, dude, we're gonna have a lot of hashtags in this episode.
Hey, that's fine.
Indeed.
But so if it's someone I know or I'm familiar with, that's a real world person, then I guess that does kind of apply to me, that I'll kind of think of their voice and how it's being said when I'm reading it. But if it's completely fictional and I don't know who's being talked about or they're just made up characters, then I just read as I read.
Right.
So
Todd, I don't know if you could see in the camera, but Cory has, for the first time in this episode, looked me directly in the eyes.
See, now it's getting weird again.
It's
now I'm just going to look back down at my...
Intoxicating is what it is.
I just want to know what changed.
Todd, what do you think about that statement? How do you read?
I do. I can't even believe the serendipity of you picking this. I've been
really,
thinking to myself.
Because you sent me this article. I wouldn't have had this article if you hadn't sent it to me.
And I didn't read beyond the first one.
Yeah, this is brand new to you. You're like, holy shit, that was in the article I sent?
And I'm 1,000% a slow reader, but slightly different than you. So I don't do, it's my voice, but it's hyper analyzing the words used, the order of the words, and so that I understand every sentence that I read fully. So I'm a slow reader because I want to extract every bit of meaning from, again, the words chosen, the placement in the sentence, and all that stuff, so that I'm crystal clear on what the message is. And so I'm a super slow reader for that reason.
Yeah.
But I read every day, and like I said, it's my voice droning on. And like I said, it's so funny and if I don't understand it, I read it again and again and again. And if I get past it and 2 pages later, I'm like, I can't remember how that tied in, I'll go back again. And so I'm a super slow reader because I'm so analytical about the words and how things are put together.
When you get to the point where you're like, I don't know if I remember that, let me go back. Does it ever occur to you, maybe instead of my voice, which I've heard my whole life, I should read this in my head in the voice of Dame Judi Dench, or maybe Anne Hathaway, or someone else who sounds nothing like you, and that would help you to remember?
Again, that's the first time anyone's ever seen. This is the first time I've ever told anybody that. It's like I said, it's kind of so yeah.
Changed
I've
Todd's
never even
life
thought
on the
about
podcast. Greatest episode ever.
And it changed my life too. Your weird looks before we started the show.
All right, I have one more that I want to go through, but before that, let's do one more shot to end the show. The last one of the show.
All right, hang on.
Celebratory shot. Todd's gonna dig around in his Lego cooler and try to find the perfect.
Get my crown apple.
The perfect couple of ice cubes. The ones that are just like a rhombus or a trapezoid, just trapezoidal enough to go in the glass and be cradled, as in the balls, by the crown apple.
All right, I'm ready, bitches.
Perfect.
Cheers, boys.
Cheers.
Salute.
Oh. It's getting warmer, which is not helping.
Mine's not. It's chilly chill.
Oh. All right. I just got to get through this last one.
Yeah.
Suck it to me.
Red leather.
Suck it to me.
I got it. Last one. I thought everyone knew what they wanted to be later in life. I knew what I wanted to be since I was 7 or 8 years old, and I always focused on that. Found out when I was 13 that a lot of people don't know what they want to become later. Now I'm 25, and people around my age are still figuring it out, which is not a problem, of course. Boys, I don't know if we ever covered this topic before. Did you know? I'm looking at you.
You know what I want to do. I wanted to follow my dad's footsteps.
Yeah. From how old were you?
As young as I can remember, buddy.
From the jump. That's what you wanted.
6 years old.
Okay.
I wanted to follow in his footsteps.
Okay.
And become a police officer.
Now, we're going to cut this out if you want me to.
No.
My question is, give me a second to. I want to frame this properly because for my dad, I knew what I knew what I wanted to be early on, but it wasn't what my dad was, and so I don't have the same experience that you did.
So hang on though, because before you go any further with that, and not to cut you off, but
sure,
I think I know where you're going with this, and we had the same experience basically, but my dad just didn't voice it to me. He never wanted me to do that. I only come to find out after he passed, there was a huge group of people that I knew that also knew him that were like, oh yeah, he was very upset that you wanted to do that. But he never had the he didn't want to crush my dreams as his son.
Yeah, that would be so difficult to do as a parent.
But after he passed and the way the world went, I realized myself, I'm like, yeah, this isn't what I want to do.
Was that a difficult? That was going to be my question. Was when did you realize that you wanted to do something different, and was it hard to realize? So
that? I as you know, I dipped my toe into it and had some law enforcement jobs that, but even
they were
that,
very adjacent to what your dad did.
Yeah, and it just got to be so difficult, man. And I wasn't having, and I get everyone like, you're not going to work every day. Go, oh yeah, this is the greatest. But I wasn't having even anywhere near an experience of like, yes, I love showing up to work every day.
Yeah.
It got to be so bad. And I'm like, you know what? Now I realize where my dad was coming from. And I think he saw way ahead in the future of how things were going to go. And that's why he didn't want me to do it.
So you kind of came to that realization, you were fine with it.
On my own. Oh yeah, dude. And trust me, I'm so happy that I'm out of that now and nowhere near that, because it's only continuing to get worse. And even some of the views that I have on that position have changed. And I've dealt with some people that I thought I used to know and that would have our families back, and they don't. And they've just it's terrible to say that, but it's the truth.
Right.
So, yeah, no, I'm very glad. And even my family, they're like, we were very worried, like, had you gotten into that, who knows what could have happened and who you would have become. And even Danielle, my wife, there was a certain point, even when I was working in law enforcement positions, that I would just come home and I was just so disconnected from everything.
Yeah.
I just wanted to come home, sit down, and just not talk to her, not do anything. Like it was that bad.
Yeah. And
so now, like, I'm thankful for what I have. I'm making more money than what I was making before. So yeah, I'm definitely okay with the fact that, and don't get me wrong. I wish at a certain point my dad would have told me, like, dude, please don't do this.
That's a really hard thing to do. I haven't had to do it, because so far neither of my kids have expressed any interest whatsoever in my line of work. So it's not ever been a thing I've had to worry about. So I can't imagine how hard it would have been to try to face, telling your child that, like, oh, however much you love me or respect me, like, that shouldn't be, that's a hard, I don't envy him.
But on top of that too, like, and this isn't, I'm not trying to diminish your job by any means.
Sure.
But, like, he could have died any day that he went to work.
Yeah.
And for most people, that's not, you shouldn't have to think about that. Like, oh, going to work and this could be my last day on this earth.
But I feel like a lot of people who go into law enforcement, like, they're okay with that.
And
like, that's kind of what they,
that's
part of the,
dude, trust me, the amount of
risk of the job,
the amount of risks that we took back in the day when I worked at Fairlane and working security, like, there was so much risk that we took. And back then I was, like, I'm invincible. This is, I'm going to be okay no matter what. And I think once I got married, I was like, holy shit, like, I have someone else to think about in life rather than just myself. Like, back when I was living at home, like, my mom would have been, I hope she would have been distraught if I was killed or whatever, or my sisters would have been. But I didn't take that in consideration. I was just thinking, like, I'm always going to be good. But once Danielle and I got married, I'm like, well, shit, like, this might, like, if that happened, I don't want her to have to deal with that.
Yeah.
That's nothing anyone should have to deal with. So, yeah, that's what made me really change my thought process and my idea of doing that.
Todd Dillon, I'm regretting having Cory go first on this one because it might feel like a hard act to follow. But did you know what you wanted to do in life when you were young?
So this is the interesting thing. I still don't. I don't know what I want to do in life. I want to do bigger things. I want to
evolving.
100%. I'd never known what I wanted to do. I've been really, really fortunate to be able to try something and try and do it really, really good, mimic really good behaviors, surround myself with people who keep me honest. And so, I still don't know what I want to do. I think I want to make as big an impact as possible. And I think when I hear Cory's story, there's a couple of things. And again, this is no shade, no nothing. Again, because I know your dad. I love your dad. The thing that was sad is I was like, well, geez, your dad is a good police officer to my knowledge. Well, if that was your dream if I was a dad, I would want to nourish whatever my kid's dream is, because that's how Olympians are made. That's how good police officers are made. And even with the current state of affairs in the world, at the end of the day, if all the good people decide to wrap it up and quit, then what do we have? We've abdicated to our knowing better. And so my take is, no, dude, I'm not throwing any shade. Dude. I'm saying, and plus I'm not a parent, so I got no room to speak. I'm just saying, in my mind, I'd rather encourage every human being on this planet to chase whatever wild, hairy ass fucking dream. That's why I went at you when you said that you'd love to be a prospector. I'm like, fucking do it then, because it's never gonna be perfect time.
That's a throwback.
That's a callback. I forgot about the prospector.
Absolutely, dream. But no, I'm serious, man. You guys know me for forever. I think that people sell themselves short. People can do whatever the fuck they want to do, and they just have to fucking start doing something towards it. And so, yeah, for me, I think I don't know what I want to do yet. I know I want to make as big an impact and help people realize that the only people holding them back is themselves. No matter what excuse you want to make, you can, if it's truly your dream, fucking chase it. The time is never going to be perfect, and you'll be scared shitless. But if you fucking trust and fucking get up and try and do something towards it every day, you will not fucking lose. It's impossible.
Well, and so to your point, Todd, because I definitely agree with that, and that's why when I made this change in my career path, the first 2 weeks were unbelievably scary because I didn't know what the hell I was doing. It was something that I kind of tweaked my resume to do enough to be able to land the position that I'm in now, and I was like, holy shit, did I make the wrong decision? Do I need to go back and beg for my old job back? And
never beg.
No, yeah. but it's worked out amazingly, and
that's the key. That is the key.
And so yeah, like you said, I want to go forward and keep on doing more stuff to better myself and do what I can to make a better living for myself and Danielle, and also do better in the world. And with law enforcement, I understand what you were saying about my dad and wanting to, follow in his footsteps, and he should have been okay with that. And he was.
It's not at all the should have, and that's not what I meant to infer at all.
No, I know. I might be wording it wrong.
What he should have done. That wasn't my intent at all.
No,
I'm just saying,
dude. I know that.
As a guy with no kids, I can fucking, you know what I mean. I got no sense of that, so I got no place to speak there. But so that's not a should have at all.
Yeah, but he, like I said, I think he saw very far ahead of his time, and knew where things were going. And he the one thing he always said was just he's like, be a firefighter then. And I'm like, how could you say that?
As a police officer,
yeah, because
he felt like that was the less dangerous profession to
go
into.
Yeah.
Which is
I would argue that firefighters would argue that their profession might be more dangerous.
It's crazy.
Exactly. I agree with you on that.
But the balls that it takes to be in law enforcement, I think that shows.
Well, again, it does. That's, and therein lies the rub. And not to get too deep into the weeds, I think if it's done properly, you're 100% right. You're signing up to have nerves of steel and to get it right all the time. But unfortunately, again, that's not out of the 100% of us. We don't. Not most of us don't make the mark. And so think about what the 80% who don't make the mark make that profession look like. And that is the thing that everybody needs to come to grips with. We'd all love a freaking Law and Order, freaking you name the show on TV where people make judgment calls to the right thing, but that's not real life. It's freaking. No. And in real life, you have to. There's factors at play that the screen could never capture because every show would be, again, a lifetime long.
And on top of that, like the way I was raised with my dad and being in law enforcement was, you always treat everyone respectfully and nice until you're given a reason not to. And so that was always my approach.
You just quoted Dalton from Roadhouse.
Did I?
You did.
I think you might.
Right.
Be nice until it's time to not be nice.
Always be nice. Yeah. And as a matter of fact, he had that put on all the Dearborn squad cars. Was be nice to people.
Did he properly quote Dalton from Roadhouse?
Well, there was no quote underneath that.
God damn it!
Yeah. But even that statement has that statement in itself is problematic because because of the until it's time not to be. There's still a limit as to how unnice you should be in response to other unniceness, especially when you've signed up to have nuts bigger than everybody else's and be a protector and server of people. So again, like I said, I don't want to get too deep in the weeds about it, but even that, yeah, there's a time to freaking not get pushed over, but there's also a time to always freaking keep it at a level where it doesn't escalate to something where somebody dies for something stupid.
No, I'm not. Yeah, that's way deeper than what I was going with that. But no, like I'm saying, as far as just, I wasn't going to arrest you, but now it's come time. Like, you've given me no choice but to arrest you. I'm not talking about ending lives or anything like that.
Even with that, what I love about that statement is, Cory, I would always give you or anybody that your dad the 1,000% benefit of the doubt that you would, like, you were kind of an asshole, so blah, blah, blah. But that guy the person could have lost their mom or their dad or had some other shitty thing happen, and they gave a tone that you didn't like, and that wasn't even intended. No, and then you made a judgment about, I would have let you go because I didn't like your tone. I'm tossing you a clink. And by the way, you'll get it right probably 80% of the time, but the 20% you get it fucked up. Dude, it's a bad experience. So, like I said, we should be nice to each other, even when it hurts to do so.
Todd, I'm not disagreeing with you one bit, because what you just said too, like when someone lost a family member and they're freaking out, like, and yeah, you have to understand that as a person with the authority of the fact that you can take away their freedom. That's why I didn't like the job anymore, because I worked with so many people that would immediately go to that and be like, well, you know what, you're going to be arrested. And I understood exactly what you were saying, where I'm like, no, this is not a point to do that. Yeah. And that's a very unpopular opinion.
It's the weirdness of the gray. It's the weirdness of the gray area, because our freedom is paramount. But you have a group of people who, if they behave perfectly, then those freedoms are preserved. If they do anything less than that, then your freedoms are given up. Therein lies it's a shitty spot. But like I said, we got to look at it clear-eyed and figure out how to fucking make it better.
No, and that's what I'm saying. I 100% agree with you, because I was stuck in plenty of those positions that I'm like, yeah, no, like, just let this person do what they need to do, and it'll be okay.
It'll be okay.
Yeah, nothing bad is going to come out of this. Yeah. But yeah, unfortunately,
we're humans.
Yeah, no, and I knew that shit was going to happen, but again, I hate to say it, but I think the percentages you gave, I think those are swinging the other way now, and that's sad and unfortunate.
Well, it's like I said, for the 20% of us, then it's on us, because guess what we stopped doing? Talking to motherfuckers who you might actually, if you were nice to them for a day, even if you didn't agree with them, you might be able to get them to freaking think about it for a minute. Yeah, no,
I said, dude, I agree with you 100%, and that's why I don't want anything to do with it anymore, because it was, I was trying to do the right thing, you know, but some of the people you work with don't view it like that.
Yeah,
and
100%.
So just and to go home after something, any little situation like that, it becomes very stressful.
100%.
You kind of, like I said, I disconnected from not only my family but from Danielle, and I was not the greatest person when I was dealing with that. So now,
absolutely, taking care of yourself is the number one thing. And now you got a wife, dude. Absolutely, taking care of your family is paramount. 100%.
Danielle and my family are the number one thing now. You guys are awesome. I love both of you so much.
We're number 2.
I didn't say that.
I felt like that's what you were saying.
You're technically tier 3 or 4.
Felt like that's what you were saying.
No.
Number 2, the podcast.
And you can attest, before Todd was even on the show.
Oh shit!
I would just sit and be on my iPad or whatever, and just looking into my iPad the entire show, not engaging. And that was because I didn't want to. Like I didn't want to engage with people because I thought something bad was going to come out of it.
I love that you're opening up to me and I feel like it has a lot to do with how we started this show.
No, it doesn't.
I think you guys should hug.
I looked you in the eye, and we had a connection, a little spark.
Mm.
And now you're coming. You're opening up like a flower. Like you're budding like a flower right in front of you.
You better stop very quickly.
A luscious flower.
I'm starting to put my face back in my computer. So,
well, I'm so glad you asked. I did not know. I thought when I was a kid, I wanted to be an archaeologist because that's what Indiana Jones was. That's all I knew.
Why'd you stop?
And ever since then, because they didn't have an archaeology track in Alma.
So why did you go someplace else then?
I was saying,
that's where I was sent.
Thank you, Todd. Don't blame it on your college.
That's where I was sent to go. And honestly, every job I've had ever since then, like, I can't believe they pay me to do this. I can't believe that I have a job where people think that what I have is a value, and I just I'm thankful every day that I have a paycheck that pays the bills, and that my whatever skills I have allow me to continue to work.
But let me ask you this, Bob.
You don't have to, but that's fine.
It's just a query.
Yeah.
I love it, and the fact that you're grateful for it, and you recognize, and you do that, and you haven't. Again, you're loving what you do. But if you do you ever dream about what if you chased what if you were really like a real life Indiana Jones? I mean, I know that there's not all people getting murdered and whatnot, but finding things,
Nazi treasures.
Hold on.
Yeah, but still finding artifacts that are important to determine time. Like, would that be the thing?
He's trying to lay the prospector.
Because I'd love to go to Oak Island and work on Oak Island.
I see where he's going with this, and I have an answer for you. And the answer is, have I ever? What I hear you asking is, have I ever regretted not chasing a dream of a career?
No, nope. That's not what I'm saying at all. Again, it's not a negative spin. I'm asking if you, in your heart of hearts, if you dreamed it out, and like you could live the Indiana Jones life, like again, being in Cairo, Egypt tomorrow, because somebody heard that there's a thing that nobody's ever seen before.
That I'm not at all skilled to do, but it was a dream of mine.
But you now, because you've been doing it for the last 37 years since you graduated from college.
Doing what?
You're the guy they call when they believe if you could envision that in your dream, like you went to sleep and you dream that was your life, would you cling to that dream, or would you get back to the other thing?
No, that was a child's dream, and then the child grew up and the dream ended. And now I'm just, I'm a parent. I have kids that constantly require my attention and support.
There's no right or wrong. I feel like I'm scrutinizing your answer, though. I'm not scrutinizing it.
Okay. But you're not letting me finish it.
Sorry.
My priorities are different now than their priorities that I'm happy to have, that I never thought I would have, that I'm actually good at doing. And that's what keeps me going. Like my day-to-day, like, am I doing the thing that is my dream job? No. But I'm living the dream life because my life is full in so many other areas that this is the job that pays the bills so that that the other dream parts of my life can be made real. If that makes any sense.
No, it makes perfect sense. And that's to make you happy. Like I said, everybody else, there's certain people, again, Aaron Rodgers chasing his childhood dream. Big dream. No guarantees.
Yeah.
I'm not
sure why we brought Aaron Rodgers into this, but
I'm just saying, no, it's because you said that term. It's like you're chasing your dream, and then you change your dream.
Said? Fuck.
You don't think you made it to
quoting Aaron Rodgers?
No, I'm not saying he wouldn't be a Hall of Fame quarterback without, again, having that same level of determination. I'm equating your level of determination to his, which, again, both Hall of Fame in my mind.
Yeah. It seems pretty.
Even if I like one better than the other.
Well, you know how I want to end the show? It was with the last quote here, number 10, which I know Todd has not read, which is, as a woman, I thought all women thought that other women were hot. Nope. Turns out I was just gay. And with that, we're going to end the show. Peace out. Love you.